Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. We are back with the continuation of our Kett ship Infiltration, and after we just literally escaped death again, we are here in this huge room, and I would like to look around a bit before we continue. I mean, my scanner is clearly reacting to something. For example, we have audio logs over here.
I'm told this specimen lays claim to a title.
Among my people, I'm known as Moshai.
Here you are nothing.
I am your enemy.
You serve a use, that is all. That's why you still live. You will tell me what you know, or you will suffer.
Okay, so we have some interrogation logs from the Moshai.
I told you! I've never seen the relic before!
Pain will remind you.
Oh. Ugh.
A final time. How does Meridian work?
I don't know.
Then the specimen will learn true agony.
Well, this is so pointless. If someone doesn't know, they don't know. Okay, but why is my scanner trying to tell me something? Holding tank. Though empty, this tank shows sign of recently holding a Salarian captive. See. Well, let's just continue to look around here. Oh, we have more dead Salarians. Yep, dead due to unknown causes.
Tell me what you know of Meridian. Is that why you're here?
Meridian? I've never heard of it. We just got here. It was a long trip and...
Again, tell me of Meridian.
I just explained. I don't know what that is.
Then what use are you?
What do you... Oh!
Dissect this specimen as you will.
Well, the Kett aren't very effective, are they? I mean, they just capture everyone who's like a sapient being, and then they torture them to ask them about Meridian. I mean, that is a weird strategy.
Curious. But one lie, and that can be broken.
You won't break something you can still use.
Clever prattle. Everything serves.
Before, maybe. But now, when I talk, you'll listen.
Okay. Well, it's interesting because there is no dead Salarian on this bed. So somehow he was able to convince them to be spared, or well, maybe he just got exalted. But I don't know. It's just interesting that we have no dead body here.
Where are you from?
A different galaxy. We call it the Milky Way.
Why did you come here?
We're settlers. Just looking for a place to live.
Speak the truth. Where is your invasion force?
We're not invaders! Please, who are you people? We don't mean any harm! Wait! Ah!
This is really depressing. Major organs are missing. Blood chemistry indicates the colonist expired after the surgical procedures were complete. Yeah, we've seen that before. Alright, I would rather like to get out of this terrible room. But, I mean, apparently I'm supposed to find something specific in here. Might be in this part of the room. Oh, look at that. That looks like a Krogan.
The Krogan are a brutish race, which could be useful. Redundant organs and a savage temperament. Made to kill. Even the other specimens fear them. A deliberate genetic fault was introduced to limit the Krogan population. But I wonder, without this defect, they could be unstoppable.
And this looks like a human.
Among the new specimens, the human is the most perplexing. They possess an emotional range which often exceeds the others. Their unpredictable nature marks them as dangerous, but if the root of their passions could be isolated, We must identify a champion among them and capture it for further study.
You know, I have to be honest, this is a trope in many, specifically science fiction series that I find kind of annoying, that humans are like special snowflakes trope, where it usually goes, well, they're actually kind of unremarkable. However, because they are like this and that and so special and diverse and I don't know what. I don't know. I don't really like that trope. I mean, why are they more perplexing than Krogans or Turians or Solarians? Just because the writers didn't make the Turians as diverse or complicated as the humans? I mean, that's not a good argument, right? So yeah, it's not my favorite science fiction trope.
The ones they call Asari, their reproduction is a mixture of biology, thought, and memories. They take what they need from a species, as they should. Reproduction cannot be left to chance. The superior race dominates. Yet these Asari pretend otherwise, a melding they call it, embracing eternity. Biology has no use for poetry. In the end, their biotic traits may prove the most useful.
Yeah, I thought you might find that interesting. And here we go with the Turians.
These Turians possess a useful exoskeleton. On harsh worlds, it could prove advantageous. More intriguing, there is discipline about them, adherence to militaristic order, an effective trait for instilling obedience. Additional specimens will be required for study.
And I assume these are the Solarians, yes.
Most useful in these Solarians are their cognitive abilities. Their thought processes occur much faster than in the others. There is a cleverness about them, a cunning which could be leveraged. More work is needed to isolate the genetic markers. There is no shortage of specimens to choose from.
Yeah, I mean, that is another trope in science fiction and fantasy that, the alien or the non-human races, they are usually very monolithic, so they all have very specific characteristics. And the humans are not. They're like special because they are diverse and not as easy to describe in like 2 sentences. But that's just, because the aliens are written that way to be like monolithic and have a very specific set of characteristics. Anyway, apparently this is what I'm looking for.
Well, that did something. Let's look around.
Okay. Supposedly we opened a hatch somewhere. Specimen search. Archon, as you ordered. Search teams have been dispersed to find more specimens from the Milky Way. The Solarian specimens claim knowledge of additional species called human, Turian, Krogan, and Asari. We are in the process of collecting members of all species for study and eventual exaltation. I mean, the Kett must have been really excited about the arrival of the initiative. Finally more specimens and more races for them to study and to exalt. I mean, this is like Christmas for them, right? Anyway, let's find the door or hatch or whatever we just opened. Okay, now I'm back in my previous room, but apparently something happened over here.
Here we go. This way.
Alright. A maintenance corridor.
This'll be fun.
What's your definition of fun?
You guys hear that? Yeah.
Oh dear. I suppose they still have captured Solarians. Oh! More stasis pods. And they all seem to be empty. Alright. In that case, no use to dally here.
Is this kind of evil universal? First the Milky Way, now here?
One thing I know for sure, evil bleeds. Let's make sure it hurts, too.
Alright, let's do that. But first we need to find a way out of here. I hear
What was that?
wraith.
We're not alone in here.
Nope. They sound like wraith to me. Yep, they are wraiths.
Really starting to hate those things.
Why was it in here?
I know my Andromeda fauna. I know how a wraith sounds.
What happened to him?
Dead Solarian must have escaped into these ducts, and then...
They sent that animal in here to find him. Poor guy.
Where? I don't see any dead Solarian. So I'm not sure what you are seeing, guys. Because oh, there he is. The Solarian colonist was killed due to major lacerations and puncture wounds to vital organs. Yep, I guess Wraith would do that to you.
This is Reika. Some of our people are still alive. I'm headed there now. Captain Hazer, what's your status?
The EMP is primed and ready.
We're almost to the Archon's chamber. Stand by.
How do you figure? Well, this is the antechamber, so maybe you're right. Okay, let's hope the Archon is not at home at the moment. Not in his chamber, anyway. Okay, guys, let's do this. Oh yeah, I think they're trying to exalt those Solarians. Oh, that is a Krogan.
Looks like a Krogan.
Not anymore, it isn't. Must be one of my missing scouts. I can't tell which one.
The DNA is Krogan, but drastically altered. It's clear the Kett are closing in on successfully exalting the species.
Well, that was fast.
They're driven and efficient, that's for sure.
They must pay.
Well, here we are. Captain Hager, this is Ryder. We've reached the Archon sanctum.
Give the word and we'll set off the EMP. Should disable the guns.
Got it. Alright guys, we're looking for a remnant relic. Map of Meridian.
Well, this looks like
Why
one.
does he care so much about the remnant anyway? It's an obsession. That's the question, isn't it? And we need to beat him to the answer.
It's a remnant object, but it does not indicate any map locations in the cluster. Okay.
The Archon's gonna be pissed if we pull this off.
I hope
He
so.
needs to be stopped. What we've seen on this ship, it would be genocide for the whole cluster.
Remnant origin confirmed, though it's not the relic we're searching for.
Alright.
The Archon has done extensive testing to this artifact, damaging it in the process. It is no longer useful.
Well, great. Again, not the remnant relic we are looking for.
This object serves no useful purpose. It is the remnant equivalent of junk.
The Archon is whistling in the dark on this stuff.
Apparently so. Somehow I feel it's going to be this, the most prominent object in the room, huh? Ah, It appears to be the relic Moshae Safer was describing and points the way to Meridian. There we go. Okay, well, let's have a closer look at it.
Pathfinder, this is the relic the Moshae described. It does seem to be a map. I'll overlay the chart we uncovered in the vault on Eos.
Look at that.
Sorcerer Archon.
It's Meridian.
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
So that's what you're after. There's more to Meridian than you know. Changing the weather is a fraction of its power, and I will not allow you to defile it.
Well, yeah, I think that I actually know more about this stuff than you do.
I'm better equipped to handle it than you.
Why? Because you have an artificial intelligence in your head explaining it. I've seen what transpired in the laboratory, and now I know what makes you special. Meridian is mine. I've tolerated you long enough. Once your vessels are destroyed, you'll be stranded here.
Captain, fire the EMP!
Done.
Okay, so, did it work? Oh no, they're going to send the exalted Krogan after us. Of course they do.
What was that?
So, will the exalted Krogan have a fancy name too?
Oh, shit.
Rack, anything you can do?
A behemoth.
Krogan, stand down!
I don't think he understands.
Nope, I don't think he does.
Krogan, listen to me!
Forget it, it's not working!
Okay, I want to get a good vantage point here. Now we can deal with that guy. He has a lot of armor, obviously as a
This
Krogan.
guy's going to be trouble.
Stay out of the way! Give him everything you've got!
I think I know how to deal with him. Oh, we have some other cat here as well. Oh, quite a bunch of them actually. I think I need to get away from here for a moment.
Ryder, this is Captain Hager. He detonated the EMP.
Yeah, we know!
Raker's still trying to free the captives.
I wish her luck, but I can't talk right now!
Yep,
You sound busy. I'll let you go.
I sound busy. Yes, that is actually quite an understatement. Okay, take down the destined here.
Just keep
Oh,
your distance!
that's the behemoth. Alright, I should probably try to take that guy down fast. He has a very big
Watch out for the Kett!
weapon too. Oh, and he's totally charging. Man! That is a pretty tough enemy. I'm totally going to melee him to death. There we go.
The Krogan's down!
Whew. That was exciting.
Sorry, Drac. Had to do it.
Let's hope the Void will have him.
And okay, I actually managed to scan him because I still needed one more enemy for my
Pathfinder,
scan quest.
there is little time to waste. You need to leave this ship.
Okay, yeah, I get it. I suppose I won't waste much time looking around here. I have enough loot anyway. Let's just get out of here.
Pathfinder, there is little time to waste.
I agree.
Pathfinder, a moment. I'm picking up Krogan life signs on board the ship. Several captives are being held not far from your location.
Okay.
They are scheduled for exaltation.
Damn, could be the rest of my missing scouts.
Sam, do we have time to get there before the Kett restore power?
If you act quickly,
Ryder, it's Reika. I'm pinned down. Don't think I'm gonna make it.
Oh no.
Where are you?
Near holding cells where they're keeping several of my people. They're still alive.
I know where this is
I
going.
ordered Captain Hager back to the Ark.
I know where this is going.
You should be with him.
I couldn't leave my people. I had to try. And now, I think it's over. From one Pathfinder to another, farewell. Reika out.
Damn it.
there isn't time to save both. Once the Kett restore power, you'll be trapped.
Ryder, my scouts.
I knew it. I knew it. So I can either save the scouts or the Pathfinder. And I mean, she said that she actually found like more Solarians that are trapped, so I'm going to assume this is actually a group of Solarians and not just her. Which means I can't just, play the numbers game and say, oh, I'm going to, save wherever I can save more people. However, one thing before I tackle this decision. Honest question, have the Krogan scouts ever been mentioned before today? I don't know. I think they may have. I vaguely seem to remember something about that. But I mean, I've been playing this game for like 2 months, so I can't remember like every line of dialogue. However, I am pretty sure it was not like a huge topic. And I feel it should have been a bigger topic if this decision is coming up, to give it a bit more, I don't know, emotional impact, I suppose. As it is now, this kind of comes out of nowhere, like, oh, these are my scouts, you need to save them. So, yeah, it's a bit weird that they didn't spend more time to build this up a little bit, like, have Drek tell stories about his scouts and, the adventures that he had with them. Or maybe have, like, a little quest where you, try to find the scouts. I think that would have served the situation a little bit better. I mean, sure, Drek just told me they are his scouts and it's important to him, but I mean, come on, show, don't tell. Show me why it's important to him and not just tell me in this sort of reveal. But anyway, it is what it is now, so we can either save the scouts or the Pathfinder. And like I said, I don't know how many Krogans or how many Solarians we actually have on either side, so I can't just decide by that argument. I mean, there is an obvious argument for saving the Solarians, which is the fact that they have the Pathfinder. And it is kind of terrible to, assign a certain ranking of value to people and then decide that their life is more worth saving. But I mean, a Pathfinder is an asset, especially in the current situation of the initiative. We already lost the original human Pathfinder, we lost the original Asari Pathfinder, and that's actually still the original Solarian Pathfinder. So I feel that's actually a good argument in favor of saving the Solarians. I can think of one good reason to save the Krogans, and that's, the fact that the Krogans, they already feel like second-class initiative members. And they always feel that, the other races don't really care about them. So saving the Krogans would send, a powerful signal in that regard by saying, your lives are important as well, and we want to work with you, and we want to do this together, and we don't just, leave you behind. However, honestly, I feel that Ryder isn't particularly convinced by either argument. First of all, she isn't really the long-term strategist, so saving the Krogans for the political benefit doesn't really seem like her. And she doesn't really seem to think that the Pathfinders are like irreplaceable either. So she would probably just say, yeah, well, there's going to be another one, and they will step up and they will do the job, so no problem here. However, I think an argument that would actually work with her is the fact that the Salarians actually came to our help, like, I don't know, half an hour ago. And they didn't have to do that. They were looking for, you know, more captured Salarians, trying to free them, looking for their own people. And when we were in trouble, they dropped everything and they came and they helped the human Pathfinder and her Turian and Krogan companion. And I think they actually like lost one of their team members in that fight. Even Drake said afterwards, we owe them one. And I feel that this is a more powerful argument for at least my rider to say, okay, they saved our asses, we can't let them, you know, to their own devices, no, we can't let them die, no, we need to save them. Of course, saving the Krogan scouts to do Drake a favor would also not completely unusual for her. So I think if that incident in the last episode hadn't happened, where the Salarian came to save, you know, us when we were attacked by the Kett, I think she might go for the Krogans, just because, you know, she wants to do a favor for Drake. But in this situation, I think she's going to save the Salarians because, you know, we owe them. And yeah, I feel that, you know, saving the Pathfinder is sort of important as well. I just don't think that Ryder, you know, assigns the same amount of person to their individual Pathfinder, but, you know, she believes that, you know, someone else can do the job. It's okay. But she's going to save the Salarians because they saved us, and we should honor that. So yeah, I'm extremely sorry, Drake, but I think I'm going for the Salarians here.
Reload. We're going after Reika. Drac, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was not happy about that.
Pathfinder, you came.
Reika, we couldn't just leave you here.
Thank you. My people are at the end of the tunnel. It's Kett the whole way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything.
Including Krogan.
Drac.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'll shoot whatever needs shooting.
Let's go.
Well, that's kinda ambiguous, Drake. Anyway, yeah, let's just kill these Kett and we will deal with the aftermath later.
We have to punch through! Tell them that. It's that or die!
Alright, I think this shouldn't be as difficult as the Behemoth, so we can do this.
Tempest, this is Ryder. Do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map, but we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those Kett guns won't stay offline forever.
I know. Just tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow
Alright. I wonder though, what would have happened if Drake wasn't in my party? I mean, would he have contacted me over comm to tell me about his scouts? Like, you know, Jar sometimes chimes in via comm. I see more anointed over here.
They love to cut us open! The hell they will!
And another one. Ooh. They really don't want us to get out of here, huh?
You call that aiming, Solarian? Maybe try to hit a few.
I'm too busy protecting your flank!
Oh, we have another one of those Ascendant over there, I believe.
Pathfinder, that Kett ship is trying to reset the power.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
They'll have the guns back in no time.
I'm walking as fast as I
Hear that,
can.
everyone?
Shooting as fast as I can.
Yes. I definitely need to kill that annoying anointed that somewhere is here. Whoa! So many Kett! That is crazy. Okay, I think That anointed over here is dead. Destined is dead. Now let's deal with that pesky ascendant.
Not much further!
And I definitely need more ammo over here. Okay, this is a good angle, I think. There we go. And... oh, stop teleporting! I hate teleporting enemies. Have I ever mentioned that? Okay, I think it's only the Ascendant now that makes it a little bit easier. Ooh! Run away! Run away! Okay, and once more fire our cannon.
We did it! That was the last of them!
Alright. So now we can get out of here, finally. I didn't want to do that at all.
Let's get them out of here.
Oh. There's the interact button.
Can you run?
Pathfinder, the Kett are close to restoring the ship's power.
Tempest, we're going topside. Track for extraction.
Understood.
Ryder, thank you.
Save it for when we're safe.
I think we're even now.
Let's move! Move!
Are we like walking on top of the ship?
Ryder, now! We've got to go!
Okay, let's hope the Ark can escape as well. Looking good. Alright, all things considered, I would call this a successful mission.
A team will escort the Ark back to the Nexus. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you.
Thank you again, Ryder. But I owe you an apology. I made a mistake.
Oh?
I shouldn't have called you to say goodbye. The choice you had to make. I put too much on your shoulders.
It's okay, you just did your job.
You did what you had to. If that'd been the Hyperion and I was looking for my people, I would have been the one calling you.
I appreciate that. As Pathfinders, the line between serving our own people and the greater good is blurry. I prefer a sharper focus.
I don't think there's gonna be much of that in this line of work.
I suppose not. Whatever the case, the Solarian people are forever in your debt.
Earn this.
Oh dear.
We will.
Drac is not a happy panda.
Drac.
Wasn't enough to save the whole Ark, huh? Had to grab a few more Solarians on the way out.
Drac, it's...
Complicated, except it's not. Leaving my scouts behind was worse than killing them outright. And you're not the one who has to explain it to the rest of the clan.
It was a difficult choice, Ryder, but you won an important victory. The Archon has been dealt a blow. Your father would be proud.
Well, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter.
That doesn't really matter. I'm just glad the team is safe. Though slapping the Archon in the face like this will only make him more dangerous.
Or perhaps reckless. Your father liked putting others off balance. He said the worthy would rise above it, and learn to face adversity ably.
And the unworthy?
Would crumble. I'll leave you to your thoughts.
Well, thank you. But yeah, I feel that scene with Drac would have been more powerful if the scouts had been established a little bit more before this mission. Anyway, what is our friend the Archon doing here?
With reverence, Archon, this fascination with Meridian cannot continue. It's the key to our future, Primus. The human knows nothing of its true power. Even we don't fully understand it. Our orders are to exalt this cluster.
not study the remnant. Questions are being asked about your judgment. Questions that come from the highest levels.
The answers will be clear soon enough. With Meridian, we can transform every world in this cluster to a wasteland. Either the subjects submit to exaltation, or we will use it to annihilate them. This Pathfinder has opened the door. Now we must be the first to cross the threshold. We must seize Meridian before it does. Like all lesser creatures, it mistakes a battle for the war. It doesn't know its weakness. Or its potential.
And what would that be?
The Archon saw my memory flashes. He got that from my implant?
His device went deep. Our connections were wide open when Sam killed you.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter now, does it? I can't let this distract me.
He'll know how much we need Meridian. We have to warn the Nexus. We have to move.
Alright, well, here we go. We finished the mission. And I got more cryo points, I believe. But first, let's get out of this room for some better frame rate. The whole cutscene on the Kett ship was kinda chunky in terms of frames. Again, sometimes it just doesn't really work as well as it usually does. I don't know why sometimes a game has these peaks of, you know, performance problems. Okay. Oh. But yeah, before I go and check my emails, let me say a few things about what just transpired. Like I said, I feel the decision could have been set up better if the Krogan scouts had been introduced first. However, I do like the fact that Drek is actually like angry, and they didn't go like the easy way and say, okay, yeah, sure, he's going to be unhappy with the decision, but in the end he understands your reasoning, and he's not going to hold a grudge against you. But, I mean, he's actually angry. I think that's actually, you know, a good thing, because it shows that, you know, this was important to him.
I hope the Solarians find their place on the Nexus.
We came to Andromeda because we had a contribution to make. The Kett won't take that away.
But yeah, let's go and check my email, because apparently... Whoa, look at that! I have 12 new emails. What the hell? I'm away for like an hour and suddenly everyone wants to talk to me. Okay, let's read them. Meet my true mother, from Jarl. Ryder, I've been telling my family about you and my time on the Tempest. I'd love for you to meet them and see where I grew up. My true mother, Sahuna, is especially interested in meeting you. Next time we're on Haval, let's stop by. Okay, sure. I gladly acknowledge that. I wanted to know more about the whole Angaran, you know, family construct anyway. Inspiration from Cora, a writer. I thought about our talk after the Leucinia. Got some inspiration. Come and chat next time we're both on the ship, Cora. Okay, I can do that. Come meet Jill from Gil. Hey, next time we're on Ears, I'm meeting up with my buddy Jill. She'd love to meet you, and I kinda said you'd make an appearance, so don't make a liar out of me. Alright, sure, we can do that too. Message from New to Chanka, troubling Kett activity from Nakmor clan. Pathfinder, Nakmor scouts recently returned with a troubling report. 2 Kett ships crashed on a plateau on Aladdin after taking damage flying through the Scourge. One scout swears she saw one of the ships firing upon the other as they went down, but we are unable to verify this claim. Well, that would be interesting. If there are survivors from this crash, the desert will quickly claim their lives. However, we believe the circumstances surrounding the crash unusual enough to warrant bringing to the attention of the Pathfinder the Neckmore clan of New Tuchanka. I mean, we saw before, and specifically in that last cutscene on the Kett ship, that apparently the Archon is sort of running his own show here, and that he is completely following the orders. So there may be, like, you know, different factions developing among the Kett. You know, some that follow the Archon and some that do not. You know, just speculating here. Wisdom from Moshe Sefer. If you intend to fight the Kett, you should understand that enemy as we do. There are still a few of us who remember what it was like when the Kett first came, and how our lives changed once we discovered their true intentions. Learn what our elders have to teach you. I've told them you're coming and given you the means of finding them on Aya. With respect, Moshe Sefer. Carrie's in trouble, from Hakim Barakat. Ryder, I'm Carrie's producer for the documentary. Something's happened. Come by when you're on the Nexus next. We should talk. Oh no, what's going on? Just checking in from Koram. Reports from the Archon's flagship sounded pretty harsh. Hope you're doing okay. Something that gets me when I can stop thinking about what happened to the Salarians and the Krogan is all those remnant artifacts the Archon had. This isn't just a mission for him, it's an obsession. I fought people like that before who only have one thought in their head that burns everything else away. They get very dangerous very fast. Watching your back. Okay, thank you. One more try from Gil. The Angara have a barra where PB got tipsy. She's a flirt, even alert, but sauced she's a pixie. What the hell, Gil? This is even worse than the first. 60 hours straight keeping your ship afloat. Does it show? Yep, it does. UK from Liam. Just putting this out there. Had a friend in Hustle, Dondi. We were clearing a hospital after an earthquake and she got hit with a chunk of rebar. Split her helmet, kept going. 4 minutes technically dead, but we got her into emergency stasis. Thing is, because they're so good at patching people up, she was back with us in a week, and she shouldn't have been. Sure, Dondi's a vet, she'd seen some shit, but don't walk that off. She worked that Quake site for a week, then disappeared for 5 months. She came back but different. The other vets, they knew. Take the time if you need. You don't die and just shake it off. Costa. Well, thank you for your concern, I guess. Liam has included a list of media themed to survivors. Genres include war documentaries, a series of Salarian short films about the Ever Alert. Angaran guns from Drek. Man Rider, I thought I knew guns, but this Angaran shit, they really know how to make things to point and shoot. Was eyeing a couple on Aya when we were there. A sidearm called a Zephyr, a sniper rifle. Ishare, I think they call it. Looked fancy, but I guess even their shifts are fancy. Glad we found aliens who know how to fight. Not sure how I would feel if Andromeda was nothing but Pyjax or Elcor. I take Kett over those chums. Why? Elcor are fun. Stress-relieving hobbies from Lexi. Ryder, I am encouraging all crew members to take up stress-relieving hobbies. Everyone, especially you, is under a lot of pressure. While taking up knitting may seem a waste of time, such activities release endorphins that clear clutter from our brains, so we can solve tough problems and make better decisions. You don't have to choose any of the activities below, but I thought they might jog some ideas. Gardening, reading, knitting or crocheting, coloring or painting, journaling. I'm always here to talk if you need me, Lexi. Well, I do appreciate your concern, as always. I don't know, I guess reading is something that she would do. I mean, why not? Who doesn't read? I mean, seriously. Communication from Jarl. I'm writing to let you know that I've been receiving a lot of messages and congratulations from Resistance members who've heard of our victory against the Archon. It's not common knowledge, but it's hard to keep good news like that from spreading. We are hopeful people who are granted new hope. Imagine the excitement when we conquer Meridian and heal the cluster for all our people. Some nights I can't sleep because I'm dreaming of it. Charles. Don't get ahead of yourself, okay? A communication concerning movies from Jarl. Ryder, Liam's talking about a movie night, but when he explained it sounded lacking, at least compared to Angaranvid's. Perhaps I can add what's missing. Come talk with me. Okay, that's it. I looked through all of my mails and it seems like several people do want to talk to me. And I mean, since I just finished a story mission, I should talk to everyone anyway. But I guess I'm going to do that in the next episode. So yeah, let's end the episode here. We finished another main mission, and next episode we will tackle all of these new side missions that we got, I guess. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.